The Spartan and Yogic Path to Unshakable Self-Belief, How Ancient Warriors Mastered Inner Strength. Welcome, seekers of strength and calm. Imagine two fierce suns rising over the same horizon. The Spartan warrior, renowned for disciplined endurance, and the ancient yogi, master of breath and mind. Though their contexts differ, both paths share a secret: unshakable self-belief born of ritual mental training and the quiet command of inner life. In this journey, we will explore how these worlds collide, illuminate, and empower us for today's challenges in business, life, and personal growth. Let us step onto the battlefield of the mind together. Chapter 1. The Dawn Patrol, Awakening the Warrior Within. Picture the morning light that paints the walls of a Spartan barracks. Soldiers rise at dawn, their boots echoing against stone as they begin their routine of movement, sweat, and silent purpose. One of the most revered Spartan commanders, Myron of Akragas, famously said that the day's first movement determines the rest of the day. He believed that early discipline was a shield against the uncertainties that followed. From this story, a modern lesson emerges. Consistency is your most reliable ally. The discipline that built a Spartan army was simply repetition of a clear ritual, waking before sunrise, stretching the body, and committing to a task, no matter how small. In our own lives, that consistent routine can ground us and keep our confidence alive even when the world feels chaotic. Concrete example for today: create a dawn patrol for yourself. Set your alarm 15 minutes earlier than usual and dedicate this time to a single activity: stretching, journaling, or a quick walk. This 15 minutes becomes a micro battlefield where you train confidence by showing up, no matter what else may be happening. Over time, you will notice that the simple act of showing up turns uncertainty into certainty. The power of this practice lies not in the length of time, but in the quality of intent. Just as a Spartan would not wander idly, but would prepare his body and mind for the day, you too can prepare for whatever lies ahead. Conclusion: the first moments of the day build the rest. Treat them as your training ground, your rehearsal, your mental gym. Like, share, and subscribe, follow for more. Reflective question: how would you feel if you could start each day with the same focus and confidence that a Spartan commander enjoys? Chapter 2. The Silent Hatha, Breathing as Battle. In ancient India, yogis practiced Hatha yoga to master energy and consciousness. One of the most compelling stories is that of sage Patanjali, who once told his disciple, "Whenever you inhale, bring the world inside, and whenever you exhale, let it go." His teaching was more than breath. He used breath as a battlefield tactic, turning the body's most basic function into a weapon of calm. Applying Patanjali's wisdom to the modern arena means that breathing becomes your secret weapon in stressful moments. A weapon we can wield at any time, whether in a meeting, a negotiation, or an interview. Practical exercise: when you feel your confidence slipping, pause for a minute. Close your eyes, inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale slowly through your mouth for 6. This simple pattern aligns your nervous system, reduces anxiety, and re-energizes the mind. You can also pair breathing with a mantra, such as "I am enough," to reinforce self-belief as you breathe in, reminding your mind of your worth, and let it wash away doubt as you breathe out. Conclusion: mastering breath is akin to mastering the battlefield. You prepare, engage, and retreat with calm intention. Like, share, and subscribe, follow for more. Reflective question: which thought or feeling emerges most often when you step away from the breath? How can you transform that into confidence? Chapter 3. The Spartan Shield, Developing a Mindful Resilience. Every Spartan warrior carried a shield, an outer armament that protected and shaped his approach. But the shield also had a deeper, intangible role. It was a reminder of the warrior's readiness to confront what lay on the other side of every challenge. Across the way, the yogi's concept of sattva, balance, clarity, and harmony revealed a different type of armor, one forged by inner stillness. Sita, a renowned yogi, once told her followers, "The most powerful shield is the mind that does not be moved by external waves." So we learn that resilience is constructed both from the outer discipline of the Spartan and the inner stillness of the yogi. Concrete application: build a personal shield meditation. Each morning, before you engage with technology, take 10 minutes to sit quietly, notice thoughts passing like clouds, and let them float back. Imagine an invisible shield surrounding you that protects against self-doubt and external criticism. Then, commit to a physical routine, push-ups, sprint intervals, or a short yoga flow to fill that shield with strength. Through this blend, you reinforce the body's resilience while training the mind to remain steady amid turbulence. Conclusion: the warrior's shield is not a physical object, but a practice that fortifies the body, breath, and consciousness simultaneously. Like, share, and subscribe, follow for more. Reflective question: what external factor would you like to shield yourself from today, and how can a practice of breath and movement help you do it? Chapter 4: The Spartan Debate, Embracing Fear and Uncertainty. Myron's tactics were not only about physical readiness, he also taught his soldiers that fear is a natural companion. He would gather his men for a combat talk, where they would confront the unknown together, analyzing risks and preparing mentally for possible outcomes. This shared vulnerability created a group of soldiers who believed fiercely in themselves and in each other. Ancient yogi traditions speak of the niyama of acceptance, which encourages practitioners to accept what cannot be changed while still working towards self-growth. A yogi once remarked, "Even the mind's loudest doubts, when accepted, become tools of insight." Thus, the lesson: to master self-belief, you must confront fear openly and use it as a companion, the Spartan who trusts his soldiers, the yogi who trusts his mind. How to apply today: write down a challenging project or fear that is holding you back. Pairing it with a short breath focus, decide one concrete action you will take in the next 30 minutes. Then, commit to repeating that action daily until it feels familiar. You are essentially training your mind to view fear as a signal rather than an obstacle. Conclusion: facing fear with a disciplined mind allows you to turn anxiety into anticipation, a spark that fuels confidence. Like, share, and subscribe, follow for more. Reflective question: when was the last time you approached a daunting task as an opportunity rather than a threat? Chapter 5: The Summit, Integrating Strength for Purposeful Living. Imagine a Spartan who, after years of training, lifts a massive discus into the air, a manifestation of his discipline and will. An ancient yogi, after mastering breath and body, attains a deep experience of silence within. Both moments are peaks of mastery, yet they serve only one purpose: to carry forward what they have cultivated. When we integrate the Spartan discipline and yogic serenity, we forge an unshakable self-belief that sustains us through business negotiations, personal decisions, and unexpected setbacks. It is no longer about being fearless. It is about being fearless while being grounded. Actionable step: create a summit moment each week. Pick a task you have postponed. With your body warmed by a brief movement, breathe deep, center your mind, and then complete that task. After, reflect on how the combined practice of movement and breath helped you conquer it. Repeat until this routine becomes automatic. You will notice that confidence becomes a habit rather than a fleeting feeling. Conclusion: by mastering both the body and mind, we create a platform of self-belief that never falters. Like, share, and subscribe, follow for more. Reflective question: what weekly commitment can you make to integrate body discipline with mindful breathing, turning self-belief into daily practice? Philosophy Spotlight: Stoicism, the Spartan's mental armor. We now turn our focus to a philosophy that elegantly weaves together the strengths of Sparta and the wisdom of ancient yogi traditions: Stoicism. Founded in Greece, Stoicism teaches that we can master our internal world regardless of external chaos, exactly what a Spartan warrior aims for on the battlefield, and what a yogi seeks in the mind's quiet. Core idea: a Stoic sees all events as beyond their control. What they control is their judgments, choices, and reactions. Like a Spartan who knows the enemy's tactics, a Stoic knows the mind's moods. Historical anchor: Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, practiced Stoicism. He kept a personal journal, reflecting daily on how he would respond to each challenge. His meditations are a testament to self-discipline, resilience, and calm acceptance. 3 lessons for modern success. 1. Focus on what you can control. In business, you cannot predict market trends, but you can control your preparation, your learning, and your attitude. Every Stoic exercise begins with identifying the part of the situation within your power and directing energy there. This sharp focus eliminates distraction and fuels confidence. 2. Practice anticipatory reflection. Before a meeting or presentation, mentally rehearse possible objections or setbacks. The Spartan prepared for enemy attacks. The Stoic rehearses the mind's likely pitfalls. By anticipating, you reduce surprise and increase calm execution. 3. Cultivate reframing. When faced with failure, a Stoic sees it as an opportunity to learn rather than as a verdict. This reframing mirrors the yogi's acceptance of every breath. It turns adversity into an internal growth exercise, reinforcing self-belief. Connection to the theme. Stoicism acts as the hidden layer of the Spartan shield. While the Spartan's armor might appear physical, the mental fortitude comes from Stoic practice, an inner resilience that steadies the warrior regardless of the front lines. The yogic element of acceptance deepens the Stoic reflection. Breath training calms the mind, allowing one to observe and evaluate thoughts without judgment. Takeaway: adopt a brief daily Stoic reflection. Write 3 things you cannot control and 3 things you can. Pair this with a breath exercise. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. You will experience a powerful synergy of ancient discipline and modern mindfulness. Final thought: the Spartan and the yogi, though separated by geography and era, both knew that the greatest victory is over oneself. Through disciplined routines, mindful breathing, resilient shielding, and Stoic reflection, we forge an unshakable self-belief that carries us across the battlefield of life. Call to action. If you found motivation in merging ancient warrior insight with yogic calm, like this conversation, share it with friends, subscribe to our channel for more guidance on mastering self-belief, and comment below about which practice you'll try first. Your engagement helps us keep the dialogue alive. Let's build our own inner citadel together. Thank you for joining, and may your path be steady, your breath steady, and your self-belief unbreakable.